Hey, it's just so Trish, and it is the finishing of week 1 doing Trim Healthy Mama, and this is my review. Grab a cup of coffee, hit pause. Like it or not, it's probably going to take a while. Just saying, because there's several things I want to talk about. All right, so last week doing week 1, you know, I've been cutting out sugar. And I've been eating every 3 hours in the whole 9 yards. One thing I realized into the week. Remember how I was kind of low? I think I was sugar detoxing. And it was bad. I mean, it was survivable. It was not as bad as I'd been thinking it would be. But it was lethargic, exhausted, feeling like I can't do anything. And then you compound it with anxiety. Just forget it. So definitely was out of commission for 3 days, about 3 days max. I was able to muster through more than that. Hey now, shh. They're starting to get riled up. Oh yeah. So Bubba, I already said hey about that.
I thought you meant for them.
No, I meant for you.
What?
Okay, so it was bad. It was bad. It was survivable. We did it. Definitely at this point, like, don't want to put sugar in my mouth again. But I do find myself, I am ending up with little bits of sugar. Just, you know, trying to be careful about it. So the sugar detox, but I made it through it. I survived. And I will say, I don't know if it's the eating every 3 hours or the fact that I'm not eating sugar. And I'm not grouping my carbs and my fat, so I'm not eating carbs every meal. My sugar level has been pretty... I haven't had any highs or lows, which I think also helps the mood swings a bit. So that was good. So scale victory. I told you last week that I was back almost to 190. I lost 3 pounds, 186.6 is what I weighed this morning. And I'm going to tell you, hey, I think you have things to do, so I think you should do them. Did you eat your breakfast? Hold on. And of course now the sun came through. Okay, so anyways, hopefully my lighting's good. I can't tell. She's going to get down and go after the table. So, lost 3 pounds, and the scale was crazy, and I did, you know me, I'm obsessive, I weighed every day. So, like, the first few days, I quickly started dropping weight, and then I started doing this number, and then even at the point that yesterday when I weighed, I was only maybe half a pound, and my max was 3 pounds, and I mean, it kept shifting. And, you know, I'm not going to lie, it really was aggravating. And at the same time, my non-scale victory was I'm feeling pretty good. Like, my body's really enjoying the way I'm eating. And I'm feeling fueled, not stuffed, except for one meal, but I'll tell you about that. And so it was definitely kind of victory in that. And I said, you know, and I had to kind of come to terms with a few things. One, it's okay just to not gain. You know, instead of being, because I do get fixated. I want to see 8 pounds in a week because, you know, I might have taken a long time to get this on, but I want it off. I want it off right now. And I'm sure some of y'all can relate. I'm like, if it's not coming off, I'm eating donuts. Just saying, because I like donuts. But, so that was really hard to deal with. So I finally had to come to myself, you know what, this week I have not felt deprived. I've enjoyed my food. I'm learning to switch it up. I will say I did consume 3 peanut butter and jellies in this last week, but I mean, one was just peanut butter, all natural peanut butter, and another one was, you know, and then I used like 10 grain, I know it's not Ezekiel bread, but it was like 10 grain bread, and I used the all fruit jelly. brand. So, I mean, it was a much better peanut butter jelly than I'm used to, but I just had a couple times where I'm like, I need a peanut butter and jelly. So, but I wasn't deprived, so I kind of had to deal with some issues with, you know what, I'm not gaining, so that's great. And if it's going to come off half a pound a week, then let it be. But you've survived and you haven't felt deprived. You can keep eating this way and you feel better. So I kind of had to go there. And I'm going to try and keep myself reminded of that. Because I want my instant gratification. So with that, I was pretty thrilled today when I got on there, and it was 3 pounds lost. So it was 3 pounds in 8 days, not 7, 8 days. So yay. I will tell you, if you're considering the Trim Healthy Mama, get on the Facebook pages. Oh yeah, you got to be on the Facebook pages, because if you want constant just encouragement, it's there. I mean, there's these gals doing their trim anniversary. It's been a year, it's been 2, it's been 3. Look at this, you know, or listening to, like, one of the ones that got me was 60 pounds in a year. And I was like, oh, cool. Well, that's only 5 pounds a month, which is really only a pound a week. So, you know, keeping that in mind, like, it might only feel like it's a half a pound or a pound. But if you lose half a pound a week, that's 25 pounds in a year. Hopefully forever gone. And that is one thing that's said, the slower you lose it, the longer you keep it off. So I do like the idea that it's definitely, you know, feels doable long term. They're so loud. On the aspect of nursing, and then there's a whole group of nursing. So I will say, I'm either like a deep S, a satisfying meal, or when I try to do an energizing meal, they tend to be crossovers and not really energizing. I'm not sure if that's because of doing the Weight Watchers for so long. But I don't know. I have no desire to eat them. So if you want to know what all that means, you got to buy the book. And I will tell you, $10 download of the original book is great. So with that said, I think you caught my chicken video that I put up this week, and talk about awesome, because now all of a sudden I'm thinking, okay, let's go to the cookbook. Let's go to cooking. Love the book. Okay, I can't tell you how many times I've dealt with diet books that the recipe feeds 2 people, maybe 4. I'm like tripling the recipe. It gets all out of control. These recipes feed 6 to 8 people. 6 to 8. So if you're like somebody who's like, I don't need that much, freezer meals. Anyways, or not really. You just cut it in half. Welcome to our world, cooking out of your cookbook. Sorry that 100% of cookbooks don't cater to you. That kind of came off rude, but seriously, some of us need to feed 6 to 8 people. So I love, the portion size, and there are like crazy ingredients like glucosamine and whey protein in some of them. I have not figured that out yet. I'm still working on that. But the cookbook, oh my goodness, I'm loving the cookbook. I'm loving the meals, and it have just been off the charts. I already can't remember what I said I was going to talk about earlier. It's just so special. Okay, so the one I really like. Oh, and I totally get why they want to like cut this off and do this. Mine's already getting worn. Like, look, I realized I'd put it down wrong, and so it's got that like crease in there. Oh, for a purist like me, it's hard. You see it? Oh, trying. And that's the other part too, is I realize I'm somewhere a mix between a drive-through Sue and a purist. And it's got me kind of questioning some of my purist ideals. Like, really? Is this really? So, I don't know. I'm working on that. I'm doing a little brain searching on that one. Alright, so, egg roll in a bowl. Fantastic. I don't know. I'm making that today, actually, again. because we got crazy things going on. That was great. Loved it. Good Girl Moonshine, I'm in love. In fact, I think I haven't been drinking my lemon water as much. But then, like, the Bulletproof coffee, but I'm trying to slow down on that one because I really like it. But at the same time, it's got me kicked back into coffee. And not that coffee's bad, but I really like my coffee. Like, all day. So, yeah. I gotta work on that. There's a lot of them. I love like the whole section for crock pots. There's like a whole section for crock pots. So, and then like they're all ready to be frozen. So here's their crock pot wheels. There you go. So that whole section's crock pots. And then like, they're really good. They're like really good. And then they even talk about how to freeze them so you can put them in the freezer. So if you want to like freezer cook. So I like having the cookbook. In the cookbook, everybody's been liking the meals. One of the meals I made was the chicken jalapeno popper soup. Oh my goodness. It was so good. It was so good. I ate it for breakfast yesterday. I ate it for lunch. And I kind of ate it for a snack. It was really good. But there's a lot of cauliflower in it. And I don't know if my stomach agrees with cauliflower yet. So like the cauliflower really had me kind of, I mean, just like, I don't know. What is that word? Bloated? Is the word bloated? I think the word's bloated. It was like bloated. I felt bloated. I felt miserable. So I'm like taking Gas-X. I'm taking some digesting oils. And then I'm trying on clothes because I got a Christmas party. I have a Christmas party Friday. And I was like, so I had to kind of come to terms with that. I thought for sure I would have lost I wanted to like go like wrap myself or whatever. So I'm dealing with that and trying to find clothes. And I don't want to wear clothes this size forever. Ugh. So I'm doing it. I'm whatever. So it was rough trying on clothes when your stomach's all up. But then this morning it was gone. So much better after enough stuff. The other part too is nursing. I will tell you, amazingly, it hasn't disrupted my nursing. Which I'm still nursing almost exclusively at 9 months. I mean, I feel like I should be like... I mean, she's a chunky monkey. And so is her mama. Yeah, so is her mama. So I'm not really sure, like... If you ever think that you're going to breastfeed because it's going to make you skinny... That really could be a lie. It has yet to make me skinny. Not at all. There's only one time I lost all my baby weight while breastfeeding. I got up and walked every day. I was clocking 14 miles a week walking. Within the first like 10 weeks, all my baby weight was gone. I was great. I was like power woman. And that was number 2. Hasn't happened again at all. At all. Well, kind of. Like right after between 4. So it happened between 1 and 2. And it happened between 4 and 5. Hasn't happened again. And it had to do with I was exercising. And so I need to do that. And I need to figure out how to handle things with the kids and manage it. And I don't know. We'll figure that out. So, love it. Another meal I really loved. I think I'm making it for lunch today because it was so good. Was a crustless pizza. And I'll video that one. It's the recipe I found on Pinterest. So I will make a video of that today and maybe post it Friday to let you all know how I did it. It was easy. It is not a cauliflower based one. It's actually a cream cheese one. So it's almost like a quiche, but it doesn't, it's a luxurious kind of feel to it. So I told the kids it was a casserole, pizza casserole, and they're like, yum. It's good. It's really good. Really good. Actually, I could probably eat that every day. But then it runs into I'm eating all these like savory kind of things. And I know I need crossovers. And I don't know if, you know, I feel like I'm not, as much as they say, listen, when you start Trim Healthy Mama, it's going to take a while to get down. Yes, it is. I mean, I just did the best I can. One of the things I'm cutting out and I'm not drinking is milk. Because I didn't realize it was like the perfect fertilizer food. It's like the perfect fat carb together, like tandem fuel with your protein. It's like the perfect meal to make fat babies. And I guess that also means fat mamas. So, yeah. And so I'm thinking just cutting out the milk should be a huge benefit to my daily diet. Because I don't know, I'm good at, and then I'm cutting out rice. So I'm trying to make more meals that I just don't put all the stuff in. Yes. So we're figuring that out. So that is my week 1 thoughts. I'm getting better. I was writing everything down I ate and if it was a savory or an Energizer meal. And I was tracking when I ate because I was having a hard time. But I'm getting a lot better with that. Like I knew I ate at 7:30. So by 10:30, 11:30 I'll be eating again. I only went one time where I went too long. And that was actually last night. I ate about 2 o'clock and then we ran around and I didn't get home till 7:30. So I went 5.5 hours without eating, but then I ate a peanut butter and jelly and went to bed. So that was the only time I did it, but definitely eating more often helps. I'm having a mixed review, or I might talk about this more later, but so I'm drinking the shrinker. I've drank the shrinker. I've drank the bulletproof. And I've drank the Good Girl Moonshine. I could like live off Good Girl Moonshine. And I'm kind of being careful because about how much I'm drinking. Because, I mean, once you get the taste for that vinegar, you're like filling up the jug. But I'm not used to drinking my calories. So, many years ago, I kind of like focused on not drinking my calories. So drinking things that aren't water, milk, or coffee are very odd for me because I kind of associate it with soda, and I'm a soda addict. And I haven't explained that. They're like, "You're a soda addict." I'm like, "Oh, I'm a bad soda addict." Hence, I don't keep soda in the house because I have no self-control. So, having the Good Girl Moonshine feels a lot like soda to me. I know it's not. I know it has, but it makes me, I don't know. So like I'm having a psychological thing on this. Like I'm drinking all these different drinks and like they remind me of they remind me of calories and I'm having to mentally get over the fact that I'm not inhibiting my health with them, if that makes sense. So, I don't know. So that's what I got. That's week 1. Week 1. Is it sad I like to put my face in the light? I know, totally diverge. Just because it makes me feel like my face is skinnier. Anyway. My trick's still in. How do you do? Anyhow, I diverge. So, tell me what you think. One of the things I'm having a hard time with for any of y'all Trim Healthy Mamas out there is how do you handle having an e-breakfast with coffee? Because that's what I really wanted this morning. I had my e-breakfast, so I had oatmeal, and one of the parts is I'm not really, and I know you don't have to, but I'm not really keeping track. Am I getting enough protein? And I'm probably not. I'm probably like just barely. So I checked my meal and realized, I needed more protein. So I had like oatmeal and I put yogurt in it and I put berries and then it was lacking something. So I put pumpkin And I put jelly. I put all kinds of weird stuff in my yogurt, in my oatmeal today, just to get it to own it. You know, I needed to own it. But I really wanted a cup of coffee with it today, and I wanted, I mean, I can get away and I can do just the sweetener, you know, the stevia in it. But I actually wanted a cream. Well, how do I do that without fat? Is what I'm saying. Without fat and sugar. So if you can figure out something to give me that creaminess, I'd greatly, greatly appreciate it. Yeah. And I have whey protein that I bought at Publix, but it always clumps up and it's a nasty mess. So I haven't been enthused with the whey protein. So I guess I need to order from Trim Healthy Mama and get my stuff so I can make sure it's just not whey protein and I'm doing it right. Alright, so that's what I got. Peace out. I will talk to you later. I told you you needed a cup of coffee for this one.